If you're familiar with Among Us, you'll probably know a YouTuber named as Corpse Husband. This YouTuber is definitely one of the biggest and probably one of the fastest growing YouTubers at the moment. Him gaining over 2.5 million subscribers in just under 4 months, and gains roughly 50 to 100,000 subscribers per day. The reason why people like him is because of his deep voice and his insanely good plays. But with a YouTuber that grows this big, there's destined to be a problem. Corpse's stands. They're definitely very, very toxic. But as my friend said, it only takes one bad stand to make the other ones look bad. And I believe Corpse Husband has a bunch of good stands, but also a bunch of bad stands. And these bad stands are quite literally destroying Corpse. So in this video, I'll be talking a little bit more about this. But to understand this video, you'll need to know what a stan is. A stan is an overzealous or obsessive fan to a particular celebrity. So as Corpse grown, people wanted to know what he looked like, obviously, because he has such a deep voice. And honestly, I think that's completely fine. Because honestly, I would want to see what Corpse actually looked like. So Corpse ended up teasing his fans. So he posted on Instagram, if you guys get me to 100,000 followers on Instagram, I will post a picture of my hand. And he did. He got 100,000 followers. So he posted a picture of his hand. And his fans were just obsessed with his hands. So much to the point where it actually went trending on Twitter. After this, his toxic stans would get really weird. And every time he posted a picture on Twitter or a video on YouTube, they just were really weird. Like with most bad stans, they started sexualizing him with Sykkuno and Dream and a bunch of other content creators. The stans got so toxic that they actually started turning on Corpse. Of course, Twitter mixed with toxic Corpse fans is not a good combination. Corpse Husband was basically reading a fan-submitted story, and he said a slur when reading it. This was 4 years ago, can I add, but some of the people actually dagged this up and used it against him, and tried to cancel him. And many of these stans who were actually fans of Corpse were the people trying to cancel him. So after this, basically Corpse gave an apology, basically saying he'll never do it again, and he's sorry for his past actions. If you want to see the video, here it is.
For those of you who don't know, primarily I've done true horror story narration for years on my channel. The stories are sent in by my viewers, they write all of it, and I narrate their story to share their experience of what they've gone through with the world. These are real life experiences of real shit that people go through. About a year ago, I was sent in a story from someone who's trans. I was glad to cover this story despite some backlash I might get from boomers and shit, because I wanted to show the struggles of what trans people go through. And I support trans people. TLDR, this story is about an old Christian woman who is trying to hurt them and do horrible things to them. During the story, the person who is trans is called the D word. In the video, I read the word out loud, and I realize now I shouldn't have done that. I didn't realize the severity of the word, or else I obviously wouldn't have said it. There are over 2,000 comments on the video, and none of them mention it. I had no idea this hurt anybody at all, and that's the last thing I want to do. I've taken the video down now, I understand my mistake, and I'm sorry. Thank you to the people trying to teach me about this. Some people were just blindly hating me, but most of the people I've seen have been very reasonable, and I really appreciate that. I'm probably going to get off everything for a little bit. Thank you.
So in my opinion, I don't think he should actually apologize for this. He was only reading something that had the word on it. But on the other hand, I do understand why people did get angry about this, and I'm happy he did apologize for this. He's a good person for actually doing this. So fast forward a little bit, basically, everyone wanted a face reveal. I mean, who wouldn't? Like I said earlier in this video. They would tweet at Corpse every single day, multiple people, begging for a face reveal. And it got to the point that these stans actually said, if he looks ugly, I'm not going to support him anymore. I don't want anything to do with him if he's ugly. And this is where I get the point that it only takes one bad stan to ruin all the good ones. There's a lot of good stans that are very supportive of what he looks like and will support him no matter what. But then you have the toxic stans that say, I don't want to do this, I don't care about you, if you look ugly, we're done. But because this was a giant speculated topic, a lot of people were going around saying this is what Corpse looks like. And there was at least 30 different pictures that were speculated upon about being Corpse. And all the stans were basically saying, oh, this guy's ugly, I don't know if I want to support him anymore. And it turns out none of those pictures were actually him. They were just bullying some random dude. It got so bad to the point that Corpse actually had to respond to this.
There's this TikTok going around of people thinking like it's me. It's someone. It's like a picture of someone and going like it's actually like it's really sad. People are saying it's me and it's this guy and this is a normal looking guy. Like he looks fine. But it's someone who's clearly not me, and people are like, oh, this is who everyone's simping over and blah, blah, blah. Like, they're just roasting the fuck out of this guy who would theoretically be me, and it just goes to show, like, what would happen if my face revealed. It's just, and that guy didn't ask for his picture to be broadcast as me or whatever. And now he's just getting thousands of people making fun of him, and it's like...
This goes to show how bad people are upon this community. How bad these specific stands are. Corpse is such a nice guy. He's a well-rounded dude, and he's honestly just the most positive person I've actually come across in YouTube. There's many OGs who support this guy and love him, and you're just destroying him. So if you're one of these stands, please stop. Unsubscribe from him, because honestly, no one wants you here. You're just ruining Corpse and just making the whole community of this positive YouTuber just a shit show. And honestly, he's probably never gonna give a face reveal now, in which is disappointing, but also justified. I mean, this is what you did, so I hope you're proud of yourself for the stands who actually did this. And this is what I mean. It only takes one bad stand to make all the others look bad. But that's basically the end of the video. If you're new, go join my Discord, subscribe as well. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers as soon as possible. But that's basically the end of the video. Peace.